I'll start. So like we've been talking about since the fall, we're kind of just trying to take it step by step. And like you mentioned, the preseason rankings, I mean, everybody cares about those. Everybody wants to be picked higher. But me personally, I just kind of feel like the higher your pick, the bigger the target is on your back. And the lower your pick, you know, you can kind of just play freely. And like Coach T says all the time with us, like play like a child. You know, when we're relaxed on the field, we play better, we have fun, we play better, things like that. So for me, I mean, things like that really don't matter, but it does kind of put a chip on our shoulder, especially with how we ended the year last year. So hopefully we can pick back up where we left off and not have to restart.
I guess for me, I think being picked 7th, like, it doesn't really matter in the long run. When we're playing in April, if we were picked 7th or if we were picked 1st, like, it doesn't honestly matter. What really matters is how we're going to play our game and make sure, like, every time we hit that field that we're all out there playing for our one goal.
Another really young team this year. Once you get out of fall ball with a new group of underclassmen there, and how did you come out of that?
I think we did really well in the fall, honestly. I mean, not even just the scores matter, but on the field, the relationships that we have, and as well as off the field. I mean, I think that the freshmen did a really good job of coming in and stepping up for us this year, or this fall so far, and hopefully they continue that in the spring, especially on the offensive side of the ball. And then obviously the sophomores that returned from last year grew over the break, and so hopefully we can keep that going.
Sort of feel like the experience that the underclassmen did get last year in big games really is going to be valuable come this year?
I think so. I think, too, from me and Brittany personally, experience, you can never replace that. Nobody can teach you experience. So I think being able to have that sophomore class, we had a great postseason run, and think that nothing can really replace that. So I think, of course, as a freshman, we both know is that it can sometimes hit you a little bit hard, just the pace of the game and everything. But we've been preparing a whole lot and been putting them in game-like situations and putting them in spots to be successful. So we are definitely ready to get everybody going.
You mentioned that postseason run from last year. Does that give you an extra sense of confidence for this season, or does it really have no impact at all?
I definitely think it does. Like I mentioned earlier, we kind of want to pick up where we left off, and like we played four games in conference tournament, and we weren't even supposed to be there, you know, based on the preseason ranking. So like I said, those don't really mean anything, but we do especially want to pick up where we left off.
Question for Brittany. When I started here a couple years ago, you were wrapping up your senior year with the Lady Purples. Now here you are, just being a lone senior. Has it kind of blown by a little bit, seeing like you're kind of the leader now?
It has. I tell the girls all the time, you know, cherish it like it's your last game, like it's your last practice, because I look back and I'm like, man, I feel like I was a freshman yesterday at Memphis, of course, and, you know, coming here, and I know I had like a little article last year about getting a fresh start, but I really do love it here. I really love being back home and just the homey feeling, and, you know, I love the coaching staff and the players and girls here. So it definitely does fly by. And if I had any advice for anybody, I would say just play every game like it's your last, because you never know when it will be.
Being the lone senior, do you feel there's added responsibilities as far as leadership goes, or not?
Not really. I mean, we got 4 juniors that kind of pick up a little bit of slack, you know, if I forget anything, or, you know, everybody brings something different to the table. Somebody may lead a little bit better by example. Some people may lead a little bit better by what they say, or, you know, how they carry themselves. So everybody brings a little bit of different stuff to the table. So I definitely think that all of our upperclassmen do a really good job, not just me. So.
Added Jordan to the team, transferred from Louisville. I understand you used to play with her travel ball. Just what does she bring to this team as a transfer?
Not only, you know, talent that she brings, but she brings a lot of energy and a lot of positive energy. So I think that that's really good, you know. Like you said, we played in travel ball, so we had a little bit of a friendship going before she came here, and I might have had a little bit to do with her coming here. But I definitely think that, you know, not just me, but a lot of the girls, if they're down, you know, if they had a bad at bat or something, she's just somebody that can really just pick you up and not even be meaning to. That's just her personality, and so I really think that she does bring a lot to our team, and so that's a good addition for us.
You get a chance to play 3 Power 5 teams this year, including Kentucky at home. What kind of games, what does that mean
For us, it's a great opportunity. We're really excited to be playing those top-notch teams. I think, too, we can go in there. I mean, every game we want to go in there and play lose, but we never underestimate any opponent, whether they're a Power 5 or they're JUCO or anything that we might ever play through the fall or in the springtime ball. But we're pretty excited to be on that big-time platform.
I think that's what you dream about too as a little girl. I mean, obviously everybody wants to play for those top-notch teams, but when you go to maybe a lower level D1 or mid-level D1, that's what you dream of. You dream of stepping on the field with those girls because you know you can play with them, and if you believe you can, then turns out you can.
Coach, you mentioned playing loose, and Brittany said like playing like a child, said coach had that mentality. So is it, I guess, easier a little bit, just kind of almost having more fun because there maybe there's not as many expectations?
It truly is. Like, for me, I know definitely if I put a lot of pressure on myself, then like I know that I can't perform. I mean, we are like so blessed as a team, with just being able to have this platform to use for God and to show like people like to serve, and like we both serve our teammates and just love on each other. So I think that playing loose is like the best way to do it. There's no other way, because in the end, like this game, it's all about having fun. I think so hard in college, people can lose the side of, we're here to do what you love. Like, there's nothing better that I'd love to do than just go play softball every day for the rest of my life. But like for us too, the time is coming closer, so I think just taking like every moment and just to be like, we're blessed to be here every day.
Coach, you mentioned how young you all are, but just you're a little more mentally balanced than even last year. Do you sort of see that the same way, just a little more mental focus this year?
I definitely do. I mean, especially since we've been back from Christmas break, every practice everybody's locked in. I mean, I haven't really seen anybody that's kind of like over here to the side, not focused. I think we've been locked in every single day, and I think that speaks volumes for our team, especially jumping from last year, like you said, the youth, but our freshmen don't act like freshmen, and our sophomores don't act like sophomores, and so that'll be huge for us, hopefully from the start of the season and throughout. So I definitely think that they'll be ready to step up to the challenge, and I'm excited to see what they bring for us.
You mentioned freshmen not acting like freshmen. There's two local ones, and she said Kendall will start at catcher, then Shelby's going to be big in the circle. Those two in particular, just how have you sort of seen them develop?
I mean, like he said earlier, I played ball at Bowling Green, and so I played against them when they were young ones. So seeing them grow over the years from high school to travel ball to now college, it's definitely remarkable. I mean, Kendall was in, I think, 6th grade whenever me and Kat were playing against them, and then of course Shelby at South Warren, and so just seeing them kind of change with the pace of the game, like Guff talked about earlier, is good to see, and so I'm ready to see what they bring and kind of the energy that they bring behind the plate and in the circle.
Anything else? Okay.
Thanks, guys.